Okay. Well, science is truth, folks.
Science is truth.
And to round out the X of this episode here, live science, X particle from the dawn of time detected inside the Large Hadron Collider.
Whoa, that's a big statement.
Yeah. Physicists at the world's largest atom smasher have detected a mysterious primordial particle from the dawn of time. About 100 of the short-lived X particles, so named because of their unknown structures, were spotted for the first time amid trillions of other particles inside the Large Hadron Collider, the world's largest particle accelerator located near Geneva at CERN. These X particles, which likely existed in the tiniest fractions of a second after the Big Bang, were detected inside a roiling broth of elementary particles called a quark-gluon plasma, formed in the LHC by smashing together lead ions. By studying the primordial X particles in more detail, scientists hope to build the most accurate picture yet of the origins of the universe. They published their findings January 19th in the journal Physical Review Letters. Quote, "This is just the start of the theory," lead author Yen J. Lee, a member of CERN's CMS collaboration and an experimental particle physicist at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, said in a statement, quote, "We've shown we can find a signal. In the next few years, we want to use the quark-gluon plasma to probe the X particle's internal structure, which could change our view of what kind of material the universe should produce."
Wow.
Kind of a big deal there. And one more quote from the same guy. Oh, no. Co-author Jing Wang, a physicist at MIT, said, quote, "It's almost unthinkable that we can tease out these 100 particles from this huge data set. Every night I would ask myself, is this really a signal or not? And in the end, the data said yes."
Data.
It's
sounds like this guy's having his own romance with these particles.
well, they found 100 particles out of I think they said trillions of particles. Or no, maybe it's 13 billion. Anyway, yeah, I mean, finding 100 out of so many is pretty interesting. But this whole X thing, it's very fascinating because according to Tex Mars, an author, he wrote a book called Codex Magica. And in the book, he references a Freemason named Jim Tresner, who wrote an article for the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry Journal, where he describes X, like the letter X, being a symbol of transformation. And it's been used by many different, there's a meaning of death. There's you've seen it. If you start looking for it in culture, it's everywhere. Madonna in Rebel Heart had a song where she covers her face with this big X mark. Chris Brown had an album called X. And this is a huge list of things where we've covered a lot of them. But also the mark of the beast being an X has been theorized as well, especially since X is, I think it's pronounced Chi or Chi. I don't know. In the word charagma for the mark in Revelation 13, Strong's 5480, that first letter for charagma is X, and it also is Chi, which it means 6, and or 600, I guess, or can represent the number 600, the numerical value 600, as the 22nd letter in the Greek alphabet. And you've used it as people have used it to shorten Christ to X. You see a lot of Xmas during Christmas and stuff like that.
Right.
And the optic chiasm, or the optic chiasma, is an X-shaped structure in the brain that was named after the Greek letter chi. So there's a lot of interesting things there. People talk about it as the mark of the beast. But in regards to all the different topics today, we have the X particle, which can rewrite how the universe came into existence and what materials it can produce. We have SpaceX. Obviously, SpaceX has been around for a while, but the story of their rocket crashing into the moon years later. And then we have from earlier, we had the X, what is it? The streaming service by Neil Young. Was it Neil Young?
Right.
Yeah. X streaming or whatever it was called. So a lot of X's there, and documenting that alongside the changing landscape of warfare, the information mind warfare that we are experiencing today.
Wow.
Yep.
That's extraordinary, Gonz.
Okay, well, finish doing what you're doing over there and wrap up the show.
That's extra cool, what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
mind control weapons.
I'm not exaggerating.